Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today's car is actually one of our modern trade-ins. Getting quite a lot of these at the moment. Everyone wants a classic car and they want to give us their old modern car as a trade-in. Well, this one's good news for us because it's actually a very nice little car. It's a Ford Fiesta and it's a 1.25 Zetec engine, so it's a petrol engine. It's a style model, which means it's got a few bits and pieces, including air conditioning, tinted glass, that sort of thing. It does present ever so well. It's in a nice rich blue, rear parking sensors and power steering, electric windows, that sort of thing, central locking with the key. It does have wheel trims, even though they do look like alloy wheels. They are actually wheel trims. But importantly, just 62,000 miles and 2 previous owners. And I know that it actually been in the same family for many years, and it had passed from mother to daughter, this car. So we know a little bit about it. And on the last MOT, it did virtually have a complete front-end suspension rebuild with both new shock absorbers or struts and springs. It had brakes, quite a lot of work done, so it ought to be a nice proposition for someone going forward with this car. So condition wise, it is absolutely lovely inside, and I'm going to point out one or two minor imperfections inside. Now, as you can see, the seats are virtually sort of like new. A nice blue and grey dashboard combination, a CD player, there's the air conditioning switch, there's that 62,000 miles, and it's been very nicely looked after, very good headlining, very clean and tidy in the boot, full carpet mats, and the seats are in excellent condition. Generally just a very nicely presented, well looked after car. And I'm going to show you a quick sort of front to back video, starting with the front. Now the front has got a couple of stone chips here and there on the bonnet, and there's a couple down here on the front bumper, as you'd expect. A little bit of a scuff down here, that could probably be touched in, but again, it's nothing too drastic. And as I look around the car, I'm just trying to find any areas that I need to point out to you. We've mentioned that little scuff on the front. This front wing looks to be pretty good, as does this driver's door, passenger door and rear panel. Now there's a little bit of paint that's been chipped off at the back down low, but other than that, this side looks to be good. Round on the tailgate, all the bumper looks to be good, and just here there's a little bit of bit of paint come off, possibly where perhaps the water comes down for the jet, I don't know. Looks to be okay through here. A little bit of a low level scuff down at the bottom there. The rest of this door looks perfectly good. So bar those one or two imperfections, which, to be fair, I was about 6 inches away from the car pointing those out. Other than that, the car does present very nicely. Now, because it's only done 62,000 miles and it's from 2008, it does drive ever so well. Being a 5-door is really practical, and by the time the Fiestas got to this age, they got kind of a bit more spacious, and they ended up with a decent boot size as well, rear parking sensors. And I guess the main thing with this is because it's been well maintained, it does come with its handbook and service book, that sort of thing. And you can see it's had main dealer servicing up to about 48,000 miles, and it's only on 62 now, so it's mainly been looked after by the main agent, and it does present rather well. It's nice and clean and tidy under the bonnet, and bar one or two small areas of paint imperfection, which I just guess could get touched up with a stick if they were worrying anyone, but they are actually quite tough to see when you step a few feet back. The car does look really nice, drives ever so well. So happy to recommend this as a good little car. It will come with a fresh 1-year MOT. It will have a thorough PDI, which is a pre-delivery inspection from our own garage, and then the car will be ready to go. And I think with this good condition and low mileage and good maintenance, it ought to prove a very nice little car to have as part of the family. could be your first car. It could be affordable for insurance, because I appreciate the low engine size is helpful for that, and the fact that it does drive ever so nicely and has been well maintained ought to be a good reason to consider this one. So hopefully the walk around video has given you a bit of an idea about this little Ford Fiesta. It's from 2008. It's a 1.25 petrol car, 5-speed manual gearbox. It's all colour-coded bumpers throughout. It's got this tinted glass. It does have rear parking sensors and air conditioning, and I think that's what the style bit gives you. That's, I think, the sort of special edition. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Any questions, please get through to us in the usual channels. Take care. Thank you, folks. Bye-bye.